Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 13th to the 19th. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's jump right in, Libra. But before we do, of course, happy birthday. It is your birthday season. It's the last-ish week of your birthday season. I hope you're having I told you it's going to be unforgettable. Listen, we're about to jump right into the gateway. It's here. And it's powerful and it's promising, and you're going to see your life dramatically change. You're going to feel the difference, especially from, the squeeze of the past few weeks, okay? You're definitely going to feel the same intense passion, energy, emotions, everything we broke down last week, all right? Now, very different feel, okay? And if you do like stability and commitments and fated events and getting what you deserve and me wearing blue and maybe some October surprises, okay? Good ones. You've come to the right week, okay? Monday, October 13th, Venus moves into your side. Remember, the blue asterisk, always the best aspects on the whiteboard. There's a lot happening this week, okay? And again, not everything's on the whiteboard. I'm going to walk you through it. But Venus is moving into her domicile in your sign. Venus rules you. She's at home in Libra, where she does her best for you when it comes to love, money, beauty, creativity, your values. And her powers are amped up when the sun is in your sign. You're going to feel magnetic. This is an optimistic and social. She's the life of the party. She makes magic happen. And by the way, her lover, Mars, remember, he's in his domicile in Scorpio. So you are feeling so fired up with that intense determination and drive and willpower. Yeah? Especially when it comes to money. Scorpio rules your second house of money, income, salary, finances. Also, food. Treat yourself. It's Venus. Treat yourself, please. Have a really nice meal. Maybe something, I don't know, some pho. Anyway, like the 5-star rated one. But what I was going to say is the last time Venus was in your sign during your birthday season, I think that was like 2022. It's been a while. It's been a couple years. But again, you've got Venus in your sign, Mars and Scorpio. You have the two cosmic lovebirds in their domiciles. This is amazing. Mars is definitely cranked up. His hair is in the perfect man bun at this point, and that intensity, again, still in the air. You're really going after money. I mean, this is a week of, you're going to see so much growth here. Okay. Venus rules money. You know that, right? So you've got it coming from two different planets. Second house, if you're not here for money, by the way, the second house is also self-worth and self-value. And there is this element of relationships you're going to feel all week as well, especially with Mars and Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio too. Don't forget that, okay? Both of them in Scorpio. You see they're going to conjunct later, okay? We'll talk about that, but you've got the power couple. That's all that matters, all right? So it's this burning passion that you're going to feel, okay? This feel-good intensity that you're going to feel this week. I mean, literally the cosmic lovebirds of our solar system co-creating your transformation. Remember, this is a month of transformation, especially for you. Love, romance, money, and food. And relationships, networking is going to be a big thing for you this week, okay? Remember, you're going to be very social, intimacy, investments, commitments, all of that, okay? But most of all, your burning passions, all right? Second house, also material possessions, things like, remember I said, things that you value as well. So this is like rolling out the red carpet. It's your magic carpet ride, to be honest, all right? Just one thing. You see that Venus in your sign will immediately oppose Neptune in Aries. Now, you still might be feeling the squeeze of Venus opposite Saturn from over the weekend, all right? So there may be something here with work, your daily activities, your routines, your lifestyle, maybe even habits, but you got Venus opposite Neptune. So here's the thing regarding marriage and relationships and contracts and money and creative endeavors and pursuits and your dreams and your ideals, especially with marriage, partnerships, and contracts. Ask yourself this day, how real is this? Is this going to be a thing? This relationship or contract? What's fantasy? What's real? With Saturn involved here, do I want to take on these responsibilities? Is this worth investing my time into? So keep that in mind. A lot of this is going to be around work. Yeah, your everyday activities. Health matters as well. Keep that in mind, all right? Really all about your commitments, your long-term commitment. So you got Venus, a little sister to Neptune. They're at odds, okay? They're not seeing, they're sitting at the, one's eating dinner in the living room, one's having dinner on the roof. They're not seeing eye to eye here. That's fine. That's fine, okay? It's all about compromise. That's you, right? Venus and Libra. All about compromise, diplomacy. Here's the thing. They both rule music, okay? Remember, sound is healing. It soothes the soul. We know that, all right? So play like jazz, play piano, the, hemisync. I've talked about that. That's going to work wonders for you. The new Tay Sway album, whatever you want. Because this aspect can really set the tone of the week. And you got some great things happening this week, all right? You don't want to enter the gateway with illusion, delusion, fantasy. This is all about finding the middle ground. So play some music you love. Take a moment for yourself. Use this time, this aspect for meditation, for creative expression, for art, because Neptune can cloud things, all right? And it's in your 7th house. So again, relationships, partnerships, things like that, right? It literally takes me about 20 minutes to do this, okay? I am left-handed. We know about left-handed people with whiteboards, all right? So those 20 minutes, though, my creative side, the right brain, it takes over, and it's a whole other world. It's calming, and it's spiritual, and it's rewarding, and I love those 20 minutes of just literally coloring in the letters, all right? So remember, Neptune is visual, visualize, visionary, vision board. We've talked about this, right? Trello board, whatever you want, spreadsheets, whatever you want to do, just be visual, yeah? But also, more importantly, creative, okay? Creativity is your soul expressing itself. And intuition as well. It's going to be off the charts this day. Connect with it, yeah? Because you're about to kick into higher gear. Pluto, going direct. Pluto's going direct. What? Yeah, Pluto. Power, empowerment, transformation. This is a big deal, all right? Pluto is Scorpio's modern ruler of the underworld, going direct in Aquarius. And when Pluto moves, he moves. You're going to feel it, all right? Remember, Aquarius rules your 5th house. This is why this is so exciting for you. You know that the 5th house is joy, pleasure, and romance, and creative projects, and self-expression, and family, children, and procreation. Yeah, it's the house of sex. So you've got Pluto finally moving in this in direct, okay? All that deep inner work that you've been doing, even shadow work since May when he's been retrograde, right? You're ready to come out of that now. You're ready to show the world what you learned and what you're made of, and you're going to hit the ground running because Pluto, remember, is out of bounds. That's rare. And that's all month. And that just means he's a bit unhinged, meaning you might be a little, you're really going after what you want. Because here's the thing for you. Well, Pluto, remember, is in Aquarius. What is that? It's forward thinking. It's independent. It's original. Aquarius is the rebel of the zodiac, just does its own thing. And don't forget, Pluto is still trine Uranus and Gemini. They're connecting. It's currents of energy that's flowing between them that creates this effortless flow for you. It's very auspicious, and it brings you change. Yeah, you're going to want change. This is your awakening. It's your breakthrough. It's freedom. That's Uranus, right? Not only is this for your transformation. The Pluto in Aquarius is revolution. So seize the day and don't resist change. That's the last thing you want to do. Remember, it's part of the prison portal, okay? You're going to feel charged up. You're going to want radical shifts and significant changes when it comes to relationships and the things that you value and love and romance and things that just bring you pleasure and joy and money, okay? Even the fifth house, there, there's money there. And even like this sense of like entrepreneurial energy. And that is the same thing with Uranus and Gemini. So you're really going to feel this. Remember, Uranus is Aquarius's ruler. And so there is this strong connection, and he's the sky god. Pluto is a ruler of the underworld. Yeah? As above, so below. This is your higher calling. Connect with it. All right? Now, the other thing that's happening, oh, by the way, the moon's going to be in Leo this day too. Oh, you're going to feel that. You're going to feel a lot more expressive too. And creative, that creative energy. It's going to be great. And please be social with Venus in your sign, network, whatever you need to do, because Leo rules your 11th house of your, support system and, friendships and your squad and community. So now I'd like to officially welcome you to your gateway. Okay. Your magic carpet ride is entering the gateway here, Tuesday, October 14th. We have our first grand trine, okay? A grand trine with Venus in your sign, trine Uranus and Gemini, trine Pluto and Aquarius, Uranus, trine Pluto. And so do you see why Uranus and Pluto are a big deal this week, right? This is a party. This is with all the air signs. This is a party, okay? It's intellectual, it's inspiring, you're in planning mode, decision-making, communication, being social, networking, making agreements, signing things, all of that. Remember, trines are supportive. They work in your favor. And when you have a grand trine, this equilateral triangle, it brings this great potency, this charge like a battery, yeah, to 3 different areas of your life. And you've got Uranus and Gemini in your 9th house of spirituality, of opening your mind, expanding your consciousness, but also your higher mind. It's very spiritual, okay? It's very even like philosophical. It's all about the big picture. There's travel here, publishing, broadcasting, even education. Yeah, that's a big deal. You're going on some trips, by the way, a lot of y'all, or meeting people overseas. And a lot of this may be even online as well for y'all. But anyway, amazing. Go get it. Go get it. But here's the thing, okay? You are going to have emphasis with this grand air trine, right? Your deepest passions and love and money and networking, yeah, and writing projects, creative projects, contracts, your future dreams. All of that. And all of that involves new beginnings and breakthroughs and surprises, even chance encounters. Yeah. Even shocking reveals. That's Uranus. Uranus, the unexpected. Uranus is like lightning, bolt of lightning. So you're really going to feel this. It's a feel good intensity. It's again just very magnetic, especially with Venus trine Pluto alone. That only happens like once a year, by the way. Twice a year. But you have Venus trine Uranus. Again, unexpected surprises, good ones. And even a sense of reinventing yourself. Okay. As I said in your monthly forecast, this is the first time anyone on this planet will experience this grand trine. Okay. The Uranus trine Pluto, part of the prism portal, that rare grand trine. You're entering this brand new era. The new frontier. And remember, it's years long, but this is a peak, and this is expanding your consciousness. You're going to find yourself taking risks while staying true to your authentic self, Libra. This could be your big breakthrough. And technically, yeah, we do have a kite formation. I'm not even joking when I say this week is jam-packed. It's loaded. And we have that kite formation because you've got that grand trine, you've got the rare grand trine, you've got Venus opposite Neptune. I mean, there's just so many things here. Even Saturn still conjunct Neptune as well. So truly, there's some big commitment here, okay, from you. Now, same day, Jupiter will trine Saturn, 25 degrees, right? We talked about this in your monthly forecast. Huge. It's since 2014. Okay. So you have the grand air trine. You've got the power brokers, Venus and Mars, in their domiciles, working their magic for you. Now you have Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance and wisdom and expansion, working with Saturn to bring you stability, structure, recognition, success in career. Big, all right? Jupiter and Cancer is in your 10th house of career and fame. And your reputation, if you're not here for career, just whatever you want to be recognized for. This is a big deal. Remember, the North Node and Saturn are in Pisces in your 6th house of work and everyday activities. You've got Mars and Mercury in Scorpio in your 2nd house. You have Venus in your sign. It looks like a lot of y'all are getting new jobs, starting new careers, launching your own businesses, maybe even a side gig. That's something that, remember, Pluto's awake in your 5th house. 5th house is also recreation. Are you a big soccer fan? Maybe you could start a business playing soccer, doing something, charging people. Whatever it is, there's this entrepreneurial side of you that will be coming out as well. But this is good fortune and wisdom and expansion to your long-term goals and commitments. There's pure potential here that's long-lasting, okay? Again, career, fame, honors, achievements, and work and your everyday activities really strongly activated, where you're going to feel this optimism and security. It's very like a cheeseburger in paradise. It's a whole new sensation. You building a new foundation, okay? Through November, that's Jupiter trine Saturn. Big. It's really, really big. So, cross watchers, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your sister, Rebecca, or for your husband, Giorgio, whoever, everyone's going to feel everything, okay? But because there's so much happening, the grand air trine, obviously it will be you and Gemini and Aquarius, all the air signs. And then, if you know your natal chart, by the way, if you know your birth chart, if you have any planets in any of those signs, 0 to 3 degrees, you're definitely going to feel this the most. Okay. Now, and yeah, I'm going to just point out for your, whatever sign you are, what you're going to feel the most. All right. Okay. So, anyway, let's just get to October 16th because there's just so much happening. And I hope you're sitting down for this, okay? You got some popcorn? Okay. You got the Sun square Jupiter, 24 degrees. This is a good square, yeah? This is one of those aspects where all it's doing is expanding your worldview and the way that you're seeing things, especially when it comes to career and also your reputation, becoming more famous. But also home and family. Those are going to be really, big themes that may come up around this time as well. And this is all about you. Remember, the sun is in your sign. And so this aspect's a little bit of home improvement meets self-improvement meets, career gains for you. Yeah. Remember, Jupiter does not have an off button. So it's a good, don't overdo things around this time. But here's the thing, okay? You've got the sun in your sign opposite Chiron and Eris and Aries. That perfects on Friday, but you're just going to start feeling it now. And that forms a T-square, okay? And so that's another planetary configuration where you've got the sun in your sign. Sure, it's opposite Chiron and Eris, who are conjunct. We talked about it last week. But you've got Chiron and Eris squaring the sun in your sign and Jupiter in Cancer. So what does this mean? Chiron is a wounded healer. Eris is Mars' sister. Yeah? And you've got a T-square involved with the sun in your sign and Jupiter in Cancer. So there's going to be some healing. Old wounds, this can go deep all the way back to childhood, maybe even people from your past, maybe coming up around this time because there's something else happening that we'll talk about that has to do with the past. But this is having confidence in your healing, facing any of your fears. Remember, Eris is here helping you rip off the Band-Aid. So if you, because most of this has to do with career and your partnerships and relationships and marriage and love, and the way that you see yourself. Like if you're here saying, I'm not good enough for this relationship, or I'm not good enough for this job, this is where you're going to do that healing. With the sun in your sign, and even Jupiter involved here, there is a sense of optimism. Like, I will climb that mountain. I will forgive and forget and move on. No more old wounds, okay? This is not letting old wounds define you. This is acting on kindness too, okay? And you might even receive it around this time, like random acts of kindness from strangers, your loved ones. So just keep that in mind. There may be some healing, all right? I'm here for you, okay, Libra Nation? Because on top of that, and the grand air trine, and the rare grand trine, the prison portal, you have another T-square. I don't even think I started with you this week because it's your birthday. So let me just see. Did I even put it here? Okay, I did plural. Okay, so yeah, now you have this. You have another one. Okay, yeah, we got 2 T-squares. And that's because the moon will be in Virgo. This is really interesting for you. The moon moves into Virgo, 0 degrees. Remember, moon Virgo can be very, analyzing your emotions. It's very, the fine details. It's like worry energy. All about your daily routines and health and your habits and your patterns. The moon in Virgo will square Uranus and Gemini. Okay, so that's just one part of it. You've got Juno that's now in Sagittarius, right? That's involved here. You have Uranus and Gemini opposite Juno. Anyway, you get the picture. What's happening here is all up here for you, upstairs. It's all upstairs because you have, remember, Virgo rules your 12th house, which is very spiritual. It is the subconscious, okay? And then you've got all this, even with Juno and Sagittarius, that is your 3rd house. That is the mind. So there's and remember, Uranus and Gemini in your 9th. So again, that's more about your belief system. It's self-belief as well. So this is a very spiritual time for you. The good news is that Venus will sextile Juno, right? And remember, Juno's in Sagittarius, Jupiter's home. Juno is Jupiter's wife. Juno is Hera in Greek. But anyway, there's just some real big commitments happening here. You just have to be honest with yourself. Have open and honest conversations. You're going to feel some shifts around this time. But anyway, we're going to talk about those 2, the T-square, all of that. We'll talk about in the second spread. Now, because we also have a yod. I mean, like, this is such a big loaded day because on top of all of that, here's your fated events. You've got Mars in Scorpio, passion, determination, transformation, right? Trining the North Node in Pisces, sextile the South Node in Virgo. What is happening here? Well, something destined, right? Something truly destined when it comes to money and your values with your everyday activities and work and even health. And just having a spiritual awakening around this time. So please pay attention to this day because this is an amazing aspect. And Mars is opening doors for you here. Grab them. They're destined. If you've been vibrating at a high frequency, by the way, because Jupiter is trine Saturn, who's karma. And you've got Mars on the nodes of fate. So this is highly karmic, all right? This is your deep transformation. This is meaningful and it's spiritual and it's purposeful, right? This is your life purpose. These are the nodes of fate, your mission statement, you're fulfilling your dreams here, your destiny. This is a gateway within a gateway of the grand air trine with Venus in your sign and Pluto and Uranus. And the other thing is that the moon in Virgo will conjunct the South Node and sextile Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. Like, this is a hot potato of a day. There's some grounding here, with that Virgo energy, that earth energy. As long as you face your truths with Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, they will be coming to the surface. And it's the South Node in Virgo, the moon conjuncting the South Node. So old habits, and this is what I talk about, people coming from the past, even memories, circumstances. What are you willing to surrender? Okay? Or let me rephrase that, Libra. It's Mars and Mercury in Scorpio that's here. Mars is like a laser. So there may be some like cold turkey letting go. Okay? We'll talk more about all of this in the second spread because there's a lot more to it. Sunday, October 19th, that's when you have Mercury conjunct Mars and Scorpio, 18 degrees. Anyway, buckle up. Buckle up. You started feeling that. Remember, Mercury entered Scorpio. You've been feeling this all week, basically. They've been traveling together. Yeah. They're merging their energies in intense, passionate Scorpio. If Mercury is what you're thinking, Mars is how you get it. So this conjunction comes with a disclaimer because it's extra penetrating. Like I said in your monthly forecast, it's beast mode. It's stimulating and expressive and fiery, and it's hold my beer energy. Hold my beer. It gets the job done. And remember, Venus is in your sign. That softens a little bit of it. Yeah, she's holding the peace, right? But you will feel this high intensity verve with your goals, your ideas, networking, focusing on money, your salary, your values, material possessions, okay? The turtle blanket that you want, whatever it is you want, there's something out there that you're going to get because nothing will stop you. That's what Mars and Mercury are doing right now for you, all right? And relationships, by the way, and self-worth and self-value. That is the second house. So again, there's something here that's building this confidence, and you're going to have this eagle eye on investments, building relationships and wealth and your legacy. Okay? It's like I said, literally the phrase, you can do anything that you put your mind to. This is putting wheels in motion. This is being the first person in the office, being the last one to leave. Yeah. Just be mindful. I did say this comes with a disclaimer. This can be a bit abrasive. It can have a little bit of a temper. It can be a little 9-inch nails. Remember the grudge energy that I talked about. Yeah. It's, not letting things go, truths coming to the surface, revelations, things like that, being reactive to them. If you hear something, it's manipulation, it's mind games, it's power struggles, it's come at me, bro energy, it's hold my beer energy. Yeah, it works both ways with Mercury, Mars, and Scorpio. So it's the frequency you're on. Yeah, it's you. It's how you respond to everything. Okay, remember, like I said last week, Scorpio is the scorpion. It has a stinger, and those stings, these Mars and Mercury, they linger. Okay, and Scorpio, they linger. So Pluto, by the way, Scorpio's modern ruler, is, remember, planets gone wild right now. So that can really amplify things. But again, you can use all this to your advantage at that high frequency. All right. Remember, you create your reality. You're on a karmic journey. Everything has ripple effects. So this is all about being hyper focused on your goals, on your legacy, because you have these amazing gateways and you want to take advantage of them. All right. So stay at that high frequency. You have that second grand trine. Like I talked about it in your monthly forecast. We have a grand air trine with the moon in your sign. Trine Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus trine Pluto. Like this is your week. This is your week. And by the way, on this day, the same day on Sunday, the moon is going to conjunct Venus in your sign. So there is this explosion of love is in the air and relationships and just feel good energy and money. It's this uplifting, fun, exciting, social. It's the dancing and Barbie. You're Margot Robbie right now. All right. You're ready to go and explore humanity. And this, again, is setting the stage for the very one-of-a-kind new moon in your sign that's happening on Monday, which we'll talk about next week. So, fixed signs, by the way, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. I'm going to throw in Gemini, Virgo, and Aries as well. Will feel Mercury conjunct Mars the most. And remember, you're going to feel that all month, all right? If you have any planets, pretty much like 18 to 28 degrees. Remember, they're traveling together. And any of the fixed signs, the first 4 signs I talked about, you're going to feel them most. All right. So, and thank you everybody who's joined Great Awakener. My big reveal next week. All the information is in the description box. But Libra, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for this week. The 13th to the 19th for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy birthday. What are y'all doing? You having a barbecue? I get an invite. Libra, I do a traditional culture cross spread. Offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading, especially for a week like this. Oh, wow. This is bonkers, okay? And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Libra, you know I love y'all. Thanks so much for being here, for burning the midnight oil with me. I know it's another night reading. We're getting there. I'm getting back on track. You know it's a big deal when I light a candle too. That's for your birthday. It's a birthday candle for you. Happy birthday. Go get some cake. Eat some cake. You got Venus in your sign. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're good. You can't make this up. You literally cannot make this up at all. This is insane. I'll give you something different. I'll give you this. I'll give you, where's my, oh, there it is. You get a tuning fork. That's vibration. Hear that? Healing. Anyway, you're good. I'll give you that. Wise out. You got the Queen of Swords. You got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is Libra. Yeah. There it is. You're already moving into this week. Head above the clouds, not letting your emotions cloud your judgment. Like Venus opposite Neptune's got nothing on you. You're just like true. I'm being honest with myself. This is all about true perception. She's got a huge backstory. Yeah. There's a reason she's sitting in this throne. She went through a lot. Okay. She knows best. It's the people who have endured a lot, who have those life experiences, deserve to sit up here, right? So you're definitely going to be very decisive. You're not messing around. Okay. You know what you want. You're going to get it. You're not going to let anyone be dishonest with you. And you're just going to be in your own element. Okay. But more so with the Queen of Swords showing up, because sometimes, like Libras can be a little, indecisive, but you're not now. Here's the thing though. You do have this 7 of Cups in the heart of your spread. So once you cut through a little bit of that fog, you're going to hit some more fog. And so remember what I said, intuition, sound is healing. You know what it does to your brain. Like I've talked about all this, right? So this is a little bit of, okay, which direction or what do I truly want for myself? Here's the thing, okay, Libra, as long as you know, and it's not even a matter of knowing what you want. This is just, you can want a lot of different things. You have Venus in your sign. You are feeling this abundance. You are getting opportunities with Mars and Scorpio. This is saying, yeah, it's better to have, options than fewer, right? When I say you got to know what you want, it's almost like, sure, you know that. You got to feel it in your bones. You got to feel it in your soul. That's what's happening here. And there's nothing more that you want to do than cut through that fog. So when I say Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, in your second house is self-worth, self-value. You have to believe in yourself. You have to feel that confidence. And when I say you got to know who you are, this is a week where you have to face all your truths. We will, again, talk about more what's happening the second square, because look, you got the Page of Swords in your challenge area. So are you, and swords, the mental suit, right? Ideas, brainstorming, logic, intellect, planning, all of that, communication. Yeah. Right there. So, and by the way, this is a Scorpio card. Yeah. So something that may have to do with money, salary, job, self-worth, self-value. It's more about emotions too. It's cups, right? So what's going to emotionally fulfill you? And it still has a level of commitments here. What are you committing to, right? That Page of Swords, there's still a little bit of like, okay, now you like, are we being honest with ourselves? Are we seeing things in different ways? Are we just walking through the fog, like trying to, or do we have a plan? Yeah. It's better to have a plan this week. If you feel like there's a little bit of, I don't know which direction to go, I don't know how I feel about this relationship. There's something within you. Again, you got to feel it within you. I've talked about intuition too. Everybody has intuition. We all have pineal glands. What makes the difference is connecting with it. Okay, cups are even intuition. So trust your intuition. These are a lot of swords all up here. Trust your intuition the most. And you got this in the bag. Other thing is, there may be someone this week that is a little, because with Mars and Mercury in Scorpio is a little, and with the 2 T squares, maybe a little not seeing eye to eye with someone. It feels like something new. It feels like it's a new theme or something that just got brought up for the first time. So keep that in mind. Now, you've got Justice. You got another one of your cards. Justice attributed to Libra. In your crown. This is absolutely amazing. This is all about doing the right thing and knowing that you are. This is talk about fairness and in diplomacy, everything that Libra represents. This is all about the truth. In fact, you got the, these 2 cards, Libra cards, right? The swords pointed straight to the sky, connecting to the divine, the cosmos, the ether. And so there is a sense of you really pulling that source, right? As you make decisions, as you take actions. This card is highly associated with karma. Okay, the Justice card. That's why we say, actions have consequences. But in this situation, I want to just make it very clear. Yes, actions have consequences, but inaction have consequences too. So you can't not take action. You have to know what you want, because the transits and the aspects, they're going to be happening this week. You don't want to be left behind. You want to go with them. Remember, you're on a magic carpet ride. This is amazing though, because there is going to be something here that commitments is going to be such a big theme for you and big emphasis for you. And like I said, when you got Jupiter trine Saturn, this is long term. This is long term. 5 of Cups. You see why what's happening is happening? There's something that's hard for you to let go. And that is why Chiron conjuncting Aries, with all those aspects, right, that are happening, opposite the sun in your sign, everything there is something. What did I say? You're going to have to surrender this week. You're going to have to let something go. And it might be something that comes up from the past. It might be something within you that's deeply rooted in your subconscious. And it's like, that was kind of like your shield. But no, not anymore, because the universe is requiring a new you for your brand new era. We talked about last week. 5 of Cups, another Scorpio card. So there is something about, again, you, your self-worth, your self-value. How are you seeing you, okay? When it comes to partnerships, relationships, are you still holding on to the past? Okay? Was there a breakup and you're just like, no. Well, the cups are spilled. You can't drink that wine off the ground. All right? I mean, you can. But You got these 2 fresh cups behind you, referencing the 2 of cups, the soulmate card, the twin flame card. All you got to do is heal. This card's all about emotional healing, okay? And so deep down inside, it's in the root of your spirit. There's something that has to come out. This is a week. Remember, being honest with yourself, truths coming to the surface, and facing your truths. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, Libra? And then you get to party. You got the Empress again. You saw your last week's reading. You're good. You're fine. You're gonna be great. You see the symbol of Venus too. Showed you last time in her stone-shaped heart here. Yeah. This is abundance. You got a goddess here. You got the Empress, who's, by the way, not only all about abundance, but love and passion. Super conscious love. Living life through passion and sensuality and sexuality. And you have Pluto that's going direct in your 5th house of that. Okay? She's pregnant. The 5th house, like I said, is like procreation, pregnancy. A lot of you are going to have babies, or they're coming into your world, grandkids, things like that. This is the birth of new things. There's something new that you're moving into that feels really good. This is the feel good card. Yeah. This is money. Okay. Yeah. Or as the kids say, but also like it represents money. Anyway, you're good. Anything she touches turns to gold. And look at all that comfort. Look at her just lounging. Very different here. Yeah, you look at it's in your future. You're moving into a place of so much comfort, of getting, what did I say? Getting what you want. Look at the queen here. Look how different, right? The way they're sitting, like she's sitting upright. She's very, this is comfort and abundance. And again, it's just your deep passions that you're getting. You're good. Let's get to your stuff. Very interesting, Libra. Very interesting. Y'all crack me up. Libra Nation, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on, and love y'all. Happy birthday. I hope you're doing something really fun. Going to Whitewater or something. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my gosh. What am I gonna do here? I want to like throw this marker at you. Oh, my fax machine. Okay, there you go. You know what? It's gonna be easy. You got the Knight of Wands. There you go. You're going after your passions. Nothing's stopping you now. You're on a mission. You're on a journey. You're going to go get everything. Wands are passions. Your ambitions. All of that. There's even like, career here. Like I said, a lot of y'all really, it's like putting on the blazer, right? 2 of Cups. There you go. In your external factors area. What I say. Look at that. You can't make this up. So there's this motivation, okay? And yeah, for new relationships, if you're single, remember what I said in your monthly forecast. This is the week. This is the week where you could have a sliding doors moment, whatever it is. But this is really building that foundation with someone new, okay? Opening yourself up to someone else. Speaking of passion, you see the winged lion here. Yeah? That's a lot. The caduceus. There's healing here. There's a new journey waiting for you. Even the Empress card 3. Yeah, that's the birth of new things, creation. You are good AF. And this, by the way, remember, if you're not here for love, this is career. This is whatever you want. Remember, contracts is a big thing. Agreements, right? Mutual agreements, all of that. Big thing here. It can be work. It can be even platonic, new friend coming through. Remember, you got some friend stuff. You got the sun. The sun is in your sign. You're good. There's your optimism. There's your joy. There's your happiness. There's your rebirth. There's everything. Achievements. There's vitality, health. And then you've got the 4 of Wands. Congratulations. You're having baby. Congratulations. You're getting married. You're getting proposed to. Some of y'all getting down on one knee. Some of you are getting new jobs. Some of you starting careers. This is a card of hurrah. We did it. Milestones in career, in love, wherever. This is, by the way, huge connotation to like your domestic sector. So yeah, love, relationships, all of that. Really big here. Even some of y'all even might buy a home. It just, there's something big, like welcoming a baby into the home. Like whatever it is, remember Uranus is freedom, right? Uranus is highly active every day this week. You're feeling a lot more free, and this is whatever it is. It's a feel good, I feel free, we did it energy. You got me so excited. You really don't even need any clarifiers, to be honest. You're good. You're good. You see everything. You got, okay, you got that. Libra, happy birthday. I really want to hear from you. Okay, Libra, thanks so much. Next week, there you go. You got the new moon in your sign. You see what's happening here leading up to that new moon. I told you it's going to be an unforgettable birthday season. And there's a lot more happening next week, by the way. So, and yeah, fated events, huge fated events this week. Really big ones. But anyway, especially with work and career, but love, relationships, it's all about commitments. You're good. You're in a place where you're becoming a lot wiser. Just let that go, right? Just let that go. And a lot of that's going to be that Chironic healing. Remember Chiron with Eris in Aries and your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, commitments, love and marriage, everything here. You're amazing, Libra. Thanks so much. I will see. Oh, yeah. And the second spread. Oh my, we will talk about it. We're going to talk about this South Node conjunction. Another point of, we got to let this go, but the T-squares and a couple other things, big ones. All right. Anyway, let's tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. Really good at legendary members. Libra, happy birthday, Libra Nation. Y'all make me so happy. You make me so happy. This is your bet. This is, you can't, you know this is good. You know this is good. You know this is wild. You know this is amazing. I love this. You're good. Okay, so thanks so much, Libra. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.